Hey guys, Clay here, Old Guy Inc., the most OG CrossFitter on YouTube, in my opinion. Check out my credentials. Here's what I want to talk about. My last two videos were on IF3, mainly specifically asking Andrew Hiller to have me on so we could talk about all the good things about IF3, but he's not interested anymore, so we're moving on. I would like to talk about the IF3 World Championships that just happened this past weekend in Lithuania. So I first started talking about IF3 because Andrew made this video about, unfortunately, the Masters World Championships, which were held separately in Australia, did not go well. Things did not go as planned. It was kind of an anomaly, and it was a bummer from what I heard. However, so much good going on with the IF3. So just want to talk about the competition that happened in Lithuania, which was the juniors and like the open division. And then this year the masters were separate. So a couple times they've had what's called the Super Worlds, where all of the age groups are combined in one. And those are ones that I went to, which were super amazing. I did go once again. If you haven't seen my other videos, I did compete in 2023 and 2024 in Vancouver, British Columbia, and then in Budapest, Hungary. These competitions are amazing. The organization is great. The layouts are great. The venues are great. The community is amazing. So let's just shine a little positive light on the IF3, because IF3 aligns with CrossFit. They are not competing with CrossFit. The International Functional Federation has a great goal. They've been around since 2016, although they didn't go public till 2017. There's been over 14 world championships held, and unfortunately, one of those this year didn't go very well. But what IF3 is doing is amazing. So hopefully you've been watching over here in the corner some of the video highlights of this past competition. Anyone who doesn't think that this is something that they should support, if they don't think this is amazing for community, then something's wrong with you, okay? All of these people come from CrossFit affiliates. So 27 countries were represented this year with just under 400 athletes. Okay, so let me also talk to you about this stuff. So those 27 countries all held qualifying events. So that's 27 qualifying events. I don't know the specific numbers of each event, but each one of those events had a lot of athletes competing to represent their country. 21 of those countries are represented by their government. They are the official team of their country. They get government funding, they get stipends for travel, they get uniforms. They are recognized as their country's representatives, and it's amazing. So it's almost like professional, right? So forget the WFP with just a few of these high-level elite athletes. The International Functional Federation is getting countries to support monetarily CrossFitters, us. Okay, now the US isn't doing it, I'm not gonna lie, right? So I did win the World Championships in 2023 in the 50 to 54 division, right? It's not the most highest level competitions, as I mentioned, but it's fun, they're well organized, they're awesome. In the US, we have to do it all on our own. We normally use like quarterfinal workouts or open workouts. You can use your scores from the open or quarterfinals, or you can rerun them, and then we pick the top 3 people in each age category. That's how you represent the US. But you can't call yourself Team USA because we're not represented by the government. However, the point I'm making is there's over 60 countries that have federations, and all of these countries, when they decide to host competitions, put on their own qualifying events. So it's kind of hard to extrapolate all the numbers and all the math, but we're talking about thousands of people who are participating in the IF3. And of course, when it trickles down to the World Championships, yes, there's only 27 countries. That's a lot of community. That's a lot of fitness spread around the world, right? So IF3 is amazing. Everyone from IF3 comes from CrossFit affiliates. They support CrossFit, they align with CrossFit. I mean, yeah, their goal is to get CrossFit in the Olympics, and that's how they run this organization. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably a long shot, or it's certainly gonna take a long time to get into the Olympics. But what an amazing goal to spread CrossFit throughout the world and try to legitimize it. I am in full support of the IF3. I understand that just like any other event, any other organization, that it's possible to have bad events and have things get messed up. But all in all, the IF3 is amazing. If you don't know more about it, reach out to me, do your research, look at videos like I showed up here, and you'll see that there's a lot of good going on with the IF3. So just wanted to share that, just a little bit about what went on, because you probably didn't even know that there was an IF3 event. You just heard Andrew trash it last week. You thought that was it. That was just the Masters. The other event was held this weekend in Lithuania, and from all word on the street, it was yet another amazing event put on by the International Functional Fitness Federation. So keep up the good work, IF3. There are a lot of people, and by that I mean thousands of people, thousands of CrossFitters who support what you're doing. I'm just one of them, but I'm not the only one. And try not to listen to people who make videos talking negatively about something that they admit that they don't know anything about. So IF3, another great world championship this year. Keep it up. I'm looking forward to next year.